Good morning. We have several things we're doing today, and so I apologize for the delay. We're going to try to get started here. Well, some of the things we're going to work on, though, is changing your calendar view. So follow along. I recommend that you maybe put the video on half of your screen, and then you open up Google Calendar, and that way you can proceed through this really quick. We have a lot to do, though, so pay close attention. I hope all of you are doing well, and here we go. Excuse me. First off, you want to open up your calendar, and we're going to be changing the view in the calendar. So some things to keep in mind is that you're going to be with the calendar open, and here we go. What you want to be clicking on is right here. You have your today view, and then you have these arrows. And that'll allow you to sit there and advance to the next period or go to the past week. But right now, we're in the today view, and you're looking at the current day. You can then continue to advance the calendar until you see the planning event created. So this is where you could go in there and really play around with how things are looking. Now, we're not needing to print because, well, we're a computer class. Everything's now on your smartphone or tablet or on your computer. Searching for and editing events. Using your Google search, you can see this is kind of where we are right now. If you need to tilt your head to the side a little bit, um, there we go. Google's great about searching through its products for different things. And you just need to use the magnifying glass. The key is remembering something about what you're looking for, such as the reunion. You may not, excuse me, you may not remember the German name, but you may be able to remember the word reunion. You may be able to remember a week or a month, but not the exact day. And so all of those things can really help in doing a search. So we're going to move on. I know, like I said, this is going to be moving fast today. Editing event, this is where you can go in there and open the event back up and change it. So you can rename it. Maybe you want to call it the food tasting. You might want to change it to 60-year anniversary. And you can go back in there and make those changes. Inviting guests, this is really important because inviting guests is how suddenly they may remember a family member that was not on the initial list and you need to add them. So click on Add Guest in the text box. I believe last week many of y'all already did that because y'all were supposed to invite me. I got a lot over the weekend of things going on, and I think I'm going to have a lot more over the next couple of weeks the way this was set up. But you can see here, Add Guest. That's where you would add people to the event or to the invite. Just remember, your guest list is limited to no more than 500 people or addresses. So a family, if you're sending it to one address, that may be a family of 4, 5, 6 people, but you only send it to one. And so that would only count as one. But if you sent all 6 of those people an invite, then that would count as 6. So keep that in mind. That would be an excellent test question. And then checking your invitation responses. This is how they can respond when they come back and say they want to attend. That guests will attend, will not attend, they have not replied, or may attend. Now, today we're going to focus more on adjusting the appearance of the calendar. So again, hover over the name of a calendar on the list below My Calendars. So it's kind of hard since I'm not showing you the calendar on my computer, But if you'll open up your calendar, you can create another calendar. And I'm going to go through that real quick. Log into your Google Mail, open up the calendar link. Click the triangle to the left of My Calendars to display a list of all calendars. If it's already displayed, clicking the triangle hides that list, and so you may have to go back and forth until you get it set the way you need to. Click on the drop-down arrow to the right of My Calendars to display a menu. Click Create New Calendar in the drop-down menu. The Create New Calendar page is displayed. Good morning. I'm recording, but you're welcome to come on in.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see here we're creating the new calendar. From there, it's a little hard to see. I'll zoom in a little bit. But you can go in there and name it. You might say, this is my technology calendar. This is my friend's calendar. This is my calendar. I'm recording. This is my calendar that is for my family calendar. All of those would be a great way to create a new calendar. But the key is create calendar. Now that you've done that, we can go back over here again to change the appearance. So this new calendar that you've created, you can now sit there and choose different things about it. So display only this calendar. So that way you're only looking at that one calendar that you've set up. Click the name or color swatch in the list below My Calendars. So I really like this, that you can sit there and change the color so that you're able to really identify, this is the calendar that I've set up just for my family. It can be whatever color you want. Now, remember, anytime you make changes on this, you need to make sure you save. Now, when you add an event to a specific calendar, you need to make sure that you're choosing the correct calendar. It is possible to add an event to all calendars, and that can be very confusing. So take a moment, make sure you're choosing the correct calendar. So this new calendar that you just created for you, I want you to add a new event to that, and then go from there. Our next part is sharing calendars. Before we share the calendar that you've just created, though, I want you to do a screenshot and go ahead and put that screenshot in an email. Make sure you put in the correct subject line and then send it to me. Like I said, moving along quickly. At any point, you can pause this video to do this, to add this to your calendar or your assignment, whatever you need to do. You can pause it and then hit play again when you're ready.
That sounded nice.
Okay, we've got more about adding people to your calendar. I don't think we need to go over that. We're going to continue to move on and go from there. All right, let's look here at changing calendar settings. Now, this is really one you need to pay close attention to. As always, take your time and see if you can follow through this. The calendar settings allows the user to customize the appearance and navigation of his or her calendar. The user can also hide or show calendars from the list of calendars. I like to hide and show my list just because sometimes I have too many calendars and I can't keep track of which one am I working with. So again, you go to the calendar link, you open it up, and then you go to the settings button. You click on that, and then you go to General tab. And so it's going to look something like this. I'll let it zoom in so you can see where we are. I'll bring it down a little closer. Calendar settings. Okay. Changing the page. Now I'm going to bring this back up. Click the drop-down list in the default meeting linked area. Click 30 minutes. This will change it from each just having 1 hour on there to 30 minutes. Click the drop-down list in the default area. Click month in this list. This sets the calendar default view to a full month. Click the drop-down list in the custom area and click 6 days in the list. So it'll change the view to 6 days, and a 6-day button will appear on the calendar page. In the show events you've declined area, click the no radio button and then save. Again, this is your second assignment. Do a screenshot, share that with me. All right. We've got some excellent test questions here. I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. I'm going to let you look over this. These are some questions that I will give you as a quiz this week. So you really may want to look at them closely and see if you can come up with the answer. You can pause the video, write these down, look them up. Because we've got 10 questions, that might be just an excellent assignment for you tomorrow. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Please remember to wear your mask correctly, and I look forward to seeing you soon.